The apartment that wasn't mine. I'm sitting here in my kitchen, holding these papers that changed everything. The documents for the apartment. The apartment my son Ethan bought with my life savings. My hands tremble, not from anger, but from a sadness so deep it almost takes my breath away. I've just learned something I never could have imagined. My bedroom door is slightly open, and I can hear every word of the phone call Ethan is having with his wife, Lauren. His voice is full of excitement, planning their future. Their future, not ours. Yeah, baby, he says, laughing. Everything's all set. The papers came in today. The apartment's officially ours. That laugh, the same laugh that once filled my world with joy when he was a little boy, now cuts through me. Then he says, "Your mom is going to love it here. Finally, Mrs. Parker will have her own room with a view of the park, just like she's always wanted." My heart stops. Mrs. Parker, his mother-in-law, Lauren's mother. She's going to live in the apartment I paid for. The home I thought would finally bring me closer to my son, where I'd have a place, a room, a family again. And me, Ethan? I whisper softly, though he can't hear me. He continues, "Nah, babe, we already talked about this. My mom's fine in her apartment. You know how she is. She always finds something to fuss about. It'll be more peaceful this way for everyone. You, me, the kids, and your mom, a real family." A real family. The words stab like cold needles. I, who gave up everything, my savings, my security, so he could have this place, am not part of that real family. I close my eyes, and memories flood back. 6 months ago, Ethan came over with that same boyish look he always used when he needed something. He sat right here at this kitchen table and said, "Mom, I found the perfect place. It's everything Lauren and I dreamed of. 2 bedrooms, a small yard for the kids, great neighborhood. But I need your help. I just need $20,000 for the down payment. I promise I'll pay you back in 2 years. And of course, you'll always have a place with us. You'll always have a place with us." Those words. I remember them because I wrote them down that night in my journal. I was so happy I couldn't sleep. After years of feeling like an outsider in my own son's life, I finally thought I'd have a home. A place to grow old surrounded by laughter, dinners, and holidays with family. "Ethan, did you tell your mom about the plans yet?" Lauren's voice cuts through the phone. "What plans, babe?" "That she's not moving in with us. That the apartment's just for the 3 of us adults and the kids. You know my mom needs her peace. And your mom can be difficult." Difficult. I, who raised this man alone after his father left. Who worked double shifts for years so he could go to college. Who never asked for anything in return. I'm difficult. Ethan sighs. "No, I haven't told her yet. I figured we could talk after the move. You know how she gets when things change. You know how she gets. They talk about me like I'm a burden. Not the woman who made all of this possible." I get up and walk to the window. Outside, rain slides down the glass like my own tears I refuse to let fall. 25 years at that dull office, saving every dollar, skipping vacations, buying clothes on sale, eating leftovers, all to make sure I'd never be a burden. And now, I'm a burden anyway. Lauren's voice continues. "Maybe we could suggest she find a smaller place, something more affordable, more suited to her needs." Something more affordable. Now that they've taken my $20,000, now that they have their dream apartment, it's time for me to adjust my needs. A few minutes later, Ethan walks into the kitchen, cheerful as ever. "Hey Mom, how you doing?" I smile, pretending nothing happened. "I'm fine, Oni. Are the papers all set?" "Yeah, everything's perfect. We'll be moving in soon, starting a new chapter." A new chapter. For him, for Lauren, for Mrs. Parker, and for their kids. A chapter where I don't exist. "That's wonderful, son," I say, calm and controlled. He kisses my forehead. That gesture, once so tender, now feels like mockery. "Thanks for everything, Mom. You know this wouldn't have been possible without you." Without me, but also without me in it. When he leaves, I'm alone again with the documents. They confirm that Ethan now owns a $150,000 apartment, $20,000 of which came from me. The room with the park view, the one I dreamed would be mine, now belongs to someone else's mother. I fold the papers carefully and place them in the drawer where I keep bills and prescriptions. And now, my lost dignity. But something inside me changes. Cold and clear, like the rain outside. For the first time in years, I don't feel like crying. I feel like acting. That night, I can't sleep. At dawn, I sit at the kitchen table with my old notebook and begin writing. Not expenses, but a list. Every dollar I've given Ethan in the last 5 years. $2,000 for a car. $800 for repairs. $10,000 for school supplies. $700 for Lauren's dental work. $3,000 to pay off credit cards. And now, $20,000 for the apartment. $48,300 in total. $48,000 I worked decades to save gone. For what? 4 polite Sunday visits where I sit quietly in a corner. For grandchildren who barely know me. For being left out of birthdays and family dinners because we don't want to inconvenience you, Mom. I close the notebook and take out my will. 3 years ago, when I turned 66, I left everything to Ethan, my apartment, my savings, my insurance. He was my only son, my whole world. How naive I was. At 7 in the morning, my phone rings. It's Ethan. Hey, Mom. How you doing? I'm fine, son. Listen, we were wondering if you could help us out with a little something. You know, just $3,000 for the movers and furniture. We didn't plan for some of the expenses. More money. Always more. When are you moving? I ask. Next week, he says casually. He hadn't even invited me to see the apartment I helped buy. Ethan, can I ask something? When do I get to see the place? A long silence. Oh well, it's still being fixed up. We'll show you when it's ready. You don't want to see it all messy, right? And when will I be moving in with you? An even longer silence. Mom, we think maybe it'd be better for you to stay where you are for now, until we see how things go. Lauren just got a job, he adds proudly. She's making almost $2,000 a month. But they still need my $3,000. I'll think about it, I say. Think about it? You've never had to think before when I asked for help. Is everything okay? No, son, I whisper. Nothing's been okay for a long time. I hang up before he can respond. And this time, my hands aren't trembling from fear, but from determination. I log into my bank account. After giving Ethan the $20,000, I have $2,300 left. That's all that stands between me and complete dependence. I call the bank. I want to make some changes to my savings account. I tell the representative. Certainly, ma'am. How can we help? I'd like to remove my son as an authorized user and cancel his card. As I give my details, a strange calm fills me. The feeling of control. For the first time in years, I'm deciding for myself. And one more thing, I add. I want to know how to change my will. Later that morning, I meet with a lawyer the bank recommends. His name is Michael Carter, a kind man who listens without judgment. I tell him everything. The $48,000, the apartment, the betrayal. He nods. Sadly, Mrs. Thompson, your situation isn't rare. I want to divide my inheritance differently, I tell him. Part for Ethan, but some for charities, especially ones helping older women in need. He smiles gently. I'll prepare the documents. And if you'd like, we can even make your son's share conditional on his care and respect for you. It's a sad thought, needing a contract to guarantee love. But maybe that's the reality. When I leave his office, I don't feel broken. I feel awake. I stop by a diner, order a proper breakfast, and sit by the window, alone but peaceful. For the first time in years, the silence around me doesn't hurt. It feels like freedom.